What's up, Daily Fab Gamers? Thank you so much for watching my stream. Before we jump into this red-hot action, let's review the rules. Don't be a dick. This should go without saying, but better safe than sorry. Chat with me. You know that I can talk at my computer for hours, but it's more fun when my computer talks back. And let's have a good time. I'm here to get sweaty, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun while I do it. Use the chat command DECK for a link to the list I'm playing here. It's also in the video description. Some of these decks are sick, and you might want to play them in real life. In that case, let me refer you to Hamel from the Bazaar. It's never been more affordable to play in the flesh and blood. Players have been buying the cards they need from Hamel for years. I started shopping from him in 2023 and have never found a better deal. The Bazaar's prices are the lowest for singles, full sets, and class sets, including new releases. Omens of the Third Age set bundles are available now and ship both domestically and internationally. Use the chat command HAMEL for contact info, then reach out on Blue Sky, Discord, email, or Twitter to see what he can do for you. Using the data command will produce a link to Fablazing.com, the best source for deck list, matchup, and tournament data. Do you have too much money? Give some of it to me. Custom channel tokens, as used by 2025 US National Champion and World's 2025 Top 8 competitor Majin Bey are available from my Ko-Fi. Follow my tournament journey and spam the coolest emojis by becoming a channel member. And remember that channel members get matchup guides, post-game notes, elevated chat privileges, and more. Now settle in and get cozy because the stream begins now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy release day, I guess. Sort of, not really. We don't have the physical cards yet. Pre-release is next week, but we have the full set, which is super exciting. And that's going to be the bulk of today. That's what I'm doing, is just running through spoilers and talking about the ones that I find interesting. It's going to be pretty slanted towards expansion slot, generic, and Aurora, because I don't have a great concept of Illusionist or Wizard, but I can at least, give a general idea about Strength and Constructed and in Limited, because I'm playing at US Nationals, I'm playing in PT Vegas, I'm going to have to draft the set, so I can hopefully use past experience to put some opinions together. As far as gameplay today, we're just not going to do it. I'm still waiting. We've got a bunch of cards. The set is spoiled. Not all of the new cards are on Talishar yet, so there isn't really any value in testing against the new heroes currently. Not while I think people are busier brewing than actually playing games. So we'll be back with gameplay on Monday. Probably be putting time into Aurora, trying to figure out what she does in current Classic Constructed, but for now we're just going to run through cards and talk about them, and please post in chat. Let me know if you think I'm right or wrong about anything in CC or Limited. Just getting started, Volteris, fuck this card. Tacking 200, anywhere from $150 to $300 on the price tag of any of the new decks is just egregious. It sucks that we're still doing this. And I've heard people say, well, at least it won't be as expensive as Rich is. And that's true, because it's a lightning gem and not a generic, but why do we have playable gems at all? Why do we need playable Fables in Flesh and Blood? Why are the Fables now just set mechanic on a bauble, which kind of makes them mandatory for those heroes? Riches is mandatory in every pirate. Volteris is going to be mandatory in every lightning hero, and there will be budget alternatives. But okay, that doesn't matter at the highest level. I don't. This is not good, and I don't like that Volteris exists, and I don't want to see things like Volteris. And I'm sad that if I ever wanted to play Aurora in a competitive setting, I would have to find a Volteris, or else I'm just doing myself a disservice. Will you comment on Feng's version of Aurora we saw today? Hello, Guiz. I haven't seen the gameplay yet. I have to watch it. I think Monday is going to be Aurora Day, and I'll definitely be using Feng's deck list as a reference. So check back Monday for Aurora deck building. Furbysaur says Fables are so dumb. Yeah, absolutely. No, this sucks. Like, it sucks that Volterus exists, and it's not even that good. Like, in the heroes that play it, it does a mandatory thing, but that thing is still average. Volterus is not going to be what carries a game if you're playing Acilio, because you need to make lightning flow in other ways. Like, you can't bank on Volterus bailing you out of not having a flow, but it's still going to add a 5% win rate to your deck, because 1 turn out of 20 you're going to have a Volterus, and it's going to give you a flow, and you're going to be able to use that flow at some point. You will win games without Volterus, but you are doing yourself a disservice if you don't have it, and that sucks, because it'll be $200, and maybe even more if all 3 of the lightning heroes become meta relevant. Ziggy Starlight. What I've been hearing about this hero is no one really knows what they do. Like, no one knows what a good Ziggy deck looks like. There are a few different ways to build a hero that people are experimenting with. Aphrodisias, Iris of Reality, Reality Refractor. But no one really knows what a Ziggy deck looks like yet, because you have these fragment cards that just, like, suck. Like, Fragment is such a punishing mechanic compared to Spectra or Phantasm. Any 3-block covers Unwinding Finality. And then they put in, Ziggy puts an instant on top of their deck, and like, cool, well, now you don't block. And if you don't do anything with that instant, then, like, what was the point? You think Ziggy is actually playing Aphrodisias, or is Iris more likely building around Iris? I don't know. I'm not an illusionist player. I have very little concept of what Ziggy is going to be doing, like what the best build is, because Ziggy is going to have to fight on 2 axes, being aggro and control, and I think you'll wind up in the situation where Ziggy's going to be hard to sideboard against because you won't know what build they're on. But from what I've been seeing, the chatter online is like Iris Ziggy just gets run over by aggro, and Aphrodisias Ziggy just gets fatigued by Guardian. Best part of the set was the preview for the next one. Yeah, I don't know. The rune chants are cool. I don't super care about the demon hero. So, like, Unwinding Finality, this card is good on its face. If you can take Fragment away from this, it's just better Snatch. So I'm sure this will be worth playing in Limited, where armor doesn't block for 2, so it doesn't trigger Fragment. There are a bunch of instants that can't block this. There are 2 blocks that don't cover this in its entirety, so that you get to Fragment and then draw the instant that you just topped. So I'm sure Unwinding Finality is going to be like a limited bomb, but as far as CC goes, I don't see this and think, yeah, this is the Fragment build, because any 3-block just covers this. Flicker Reality, this card is very Aphrodisias, and if Aphrodisias is not good, then Flicker Reality is also not good, because I think I was expecting a better payoff for hollow counters, like Salt the Wound, but for hollow counters, or Amp X, where X is the number of auras you control with hollow counters on them, and that just isn't the case. Like, the payoff for hollow counters is Aphrodisias, which is, I haven't seen anything that makes me think like that's going to be busted. So I don't see Flicker Reality and think, yeah, this is the reason to play Aphrodisias. This is support if you're playing Aphrodisias. They have pumps though. Yeah, I mean, they do have pumps, Stephen, but like at the same time, so your Unwinding Finality Lightning Press play is a 2-card 3 that draws a card. So like on average, it's a 2-card 6. That's just not good. Like, Fragment is so below rate if it gets blocked by a 3-block. The only impact on the meta will be Cilio getting nerfed. I mean, this set isn't even out yet, so I can't comment on that. Like, a Cilio losing Volzar is a huge nerf. I think as far as the new heroes go, like, a Cilio is the good one. A Cilio, to me, is the most obviously powerful out of the gate. Ziggy feels like they have all of the pieces to be extremely good. Extra action points, go again, big dumb illusionist attacks, auras that work with Iris, arcane damage. It's going to be putting those together in a way that makes sense. That'll be the hard part for Ziggy, so I feel like Ziggy could be the strongest of the three. It's just going to take some time to solve it. And then Aurora feels aggressively mid. She does some powerful things, but she has to work for them in a way that she didn't before. And even in a way that, like, Viserai didn't have to work for his big, powerful turns. He could just be Viserai, and that would be enough to win games. Aurora doesn't have anti-fatigue, like obvious anti-fatigue, the way that old Aurora did in Flicker Wisp, and Viserai did with Runechant stacking. So, to me, Aurora seems aggressively mid. Acilio's the good one, Ziggy is the mid one that will be strong later, but maybe not yet. And Aurora is like a mid-range deck. She's worse this. Wondering how we AB as Jarl into Ziggy. Is it just Nuln Boots? I don't know. I would think maybe you just play AB3 and you're fine. We have to see how Ziggy deck building goes. Like, there's a real world where, Ziggy could be switchboard, or we don't know if it's Aphrodite or Iris. But the way that competitive decks always shake down is like, one of those will be better than the other. So you could say, I should bring AB3 for Aphrodite Ziggy. But for all we know, Aphrodite Ziggy just sucks, and you don't need to board for it specifically, because if someone does bring it into you, you just kill them. Like, you're just much better than Aphrodite Ziggy. For instance, I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'm not theory crafting on Ziggy. I don't care about that hero. So yeah, we just got a bunch of fragment, and like, I think the 2 for 7s are going to be good in limited, because it's still a 2 for 7 that takes cards out of your opponent's deck. Like, your opponent puts a 3 block in front of this, and they still take 2, and then you still get to flicker a thing, and then if you have you still get to Aphrodite them, so you're kind of going above rate. You're dealing damage and taking cards out of their deck. And if they don't block the 2 for 7, if they only have equipment or 1 blocks or instants, then they just take 7. Like, this is still a big dumb illusionist attack that also works with your hero power. So, like, Blink of an Eye will be good, Fraying Life Force will be good, Scattering Conflux will be good. In limited, these are also 3 blocks, which, talking about Ziggy and having these big 2 for 7s and 0 for 5s that you really need a 3 block for, I think Ziggy's big strength is going to be having a bunch of 3 blocks. It'll be like remembering Outsiders Draft, where Arachne's Solitary Confinement was really good, and part of them being really good was just having a bunch of 3 blocks in a set where Ranger and Ninja had a bunch of 2 blocks. Polaris Pulse Ray is going to be good. It's also arcane damage, so you can put your opponent in a position where it's almost like blocking a Reckless Stampede. You just kind of die no matter what. Like, if you send Polaris Pulse Ray and your opponent is at 1 or 2, they just die if they don't have Spell Void or Arcane Barrier or Damage Prevention. Like, you cannot block Pulse Ray at low life. And now we're starting to get into, like, blue Pulse Ray is a blue 3 block, which is great on its own, that also says, hey, this kills you when you get low. Like, you can't go to 1 against me, or else Pulse Ray that I pitched on turn 1 kills you. Corrosive Space Dust seems really good. Like, you get to just do the Ziggy thing. What's up, bros? It's Ward 1, which sucks, but it becomes Ward 4, which is really good. It turns on your Aphrodite if you can flicker this and then just shoot them. Cosmic Duality, again, big dumb 2 for 7. It comes in blue. It has the ability to shock your opponent on their turn and kill them. Been playing around with a mostly pitchless Aurora deck and it's felt pretty good so far. It struggles into Guardians much more than old Aurora, but that seems fair. I've heard things about the aggro slop Aurora where you just play like basically old Aurora, but you replace Channel Lightning Valley, Skizzik, Somersault, and Serenade with like the next best card, which would be Flow State Embodiment, Fry, Voltbound Duality, and something else. And it's like a fine deck, but like prepping for US Nationals, I don't want to play a fine deck. And I don't want to look at Aurora and say, well, this one has some 0 for 4s, because then I can look over at Marionette and Puffin and say, well, I'll just play these instead. Like, I think we're leaning towards Runeblade Aurora being the good one, but then Runeblade Aurora has her own problems, which I will be talking about on Monday. I am committing to theory crafting Aurora on Monday, especially using Fang's List as a reference. So I think, like, actually now that I'm looking at the fragment cards, I think Ziggy might be a pretty good deck for Limited, just based on, like, big dumb attacks that block well. And demand blocks. Like, they're all above rate. It's 0 for 5s or 2 for 7s, which are either above rate as a 0 for 5, or it gives you the floating resource for Aphrodisias. I haven't seen anything from Ziggy yet that I don't think is going to be good in Limited, and Acilio needs to recur spells. Aurora doesn't have a real weapon in the end game. Fatigue is going to be really interesting in Omens Limited. I don't know how easy that's going to be to pull off, because like no one has a weapon. It's almost like Super Slam. Like, Aurora can't attack with her weapon without Go Again on the chain already. So if you run her down on cards or Go Again, she just can't kill you. Ziggy doesn't have a real weapon because you have to be doing the thing to actually deal arcane damage. And Acilio needs spells in deck, so I think it's very fatigable, actually. And Ziggy's going to have the most 3 blocks, so we got that. Auric Shards feels like the one that you'll be using the most to actually just pump stuff up, especially in Limited, this being a 1 for 5. Let's call it a 2-card 5 if you have the flow to do the thing. With Ziggy, being able to +5 something is really cool, especially if your opponent had to like put 2-3 blocks in front of your 2 for 7, and then you get to say Auric Shards, give it +5, shoot you, and you're still pushing 5 damage over. They've given you 2 cards and you fragmented twice. Auric Shards feels really good. I don't know if you're going to be playing it in CC. Probably not. Ward 1 feels not great. But there's enough arcane floating around that you generally can't stop it all on defense. I've been told that's what Acilio's deal in Limited is like big spell. Like, here's the 1 for 5. I did my Starfall, so it's 1 for 5, and you just take damage. It's like gonna be like Verdance in Rosetta Draft, where there just isn't AB, so like get fucked. Hollow Shield is just okay. This is just worse corrosive space dust. Sure. Damage prevention is going to be really good in Limited because you stop the arcane. You can also block fragment without actually fragmenting. So I could see Hollow Shield being really good, but you have to be doing the thing with Ziggy. Like, you need hollow counters on your corrosive space dust and Hollow Shield, and if you're not making lightning flow, then you just like don't take these cards. I'm now realizing, oh, hey, cool, there's going to be multiple Ziggy archetypes in draft, like, based on how much lightning flow can I make? How many early circular flow tides did I see to be able to do the thing, like make the flow so that I can flicker my Hollow Shields and my Space Dusts? Or if I didn't see lightning flow, then here's my big dumb attacks, and I'll start taking like Crackle from Afar is block 1 that gives +1. Fleeing Starbreeze is going to let me go 0 for 5 into 0 for 5. It's a potential 3-card 10 that blocks 1, so a 3-card 11, which is a really good rate. Let's see how my opponent deals with that. Like, can you block? It's a nice block check. Elliptical Conflux feels like it'll probably be better in CC than Limited, because Ziggy will only have access to Aphrodite in Limited, so you do want the lightning flow more than you want the embodiment of lightning. But this curves really well with your 2 for 7. If you get to go Pitch Blue, play Conflux. It's leave the arena. Never mind. I can't read. You'll just flash this in after a 2 for 7 and say, hey, I blocked 2 and you're going to set up my next big turn. Like Chi. No, that is a good comparison. Like, you would have your Chi-less Zen in Mistveil Draft because you just didn't find them. So, like, oh, I'm just doing, like, combo stuff. I'm just sending attacks. And then you have the Chi Zen that would be doing the tutor thing and, like, building around tigers. Nourishing Glow being gain 1 life, block 1 in Limited seems really good. Right? Like, life gain. There just isn't. I think the only life gain in Omens Draft is going to be Illusionist or Ominous Respite, which is really good for Ziggy. Like, Ziggy being able to gain 2 and block 1 off of Nourishing Glow on a blue is really nice. This is going to let you cheat late game shocks that kill you, like Acilio trying to throw damage on your turn, or Aurora trying to get you with a ping, and you get to say, nope, I gain a life. Not only do I gain a life, but I prevent your shock because you die, because I'm ward 1. Like, the more I'm looking at this, the more I think, okay, Ziggy's got some legs in Limited, that's pretty good. Fingers of Fragmentation, target attack action card that has been fragmented gets +2. This seems fine. Like, you'll take it if you're Ziggy and you don't have the damage prevention arms. You'll take Fingers of Fragmentation. This one seems not great compared to the damage prevention arms, especially because of how Fragment works. Like, you send Clear Conscience at your opponent and they put 2/3 blocks in front of it. Your Fingers of Fragmentation just doesn't work because they're blocking 12 on your 8. But you'll take these. They are playable gloves. Fractal Creation. This is going to be really good in Constructed, because you can't just put a 3 block in front of this and call it done. You have to put, your opponent has to put 2 cards in front of this. No matter what. I guess they could have a defense reaction, but unless they have a D-react, they have to put 2 cards in front of this. And if it hits, it very clearly does a powerful thing. So Fractal Creation seems really good in CC. It'll also be very good in Limited because you can't just 1 card to block it. Same thing with Clear Conscience. In all colors, this card's insane. Like, this is Illusionist Felling of the Crown. It's worse than that because it doesn't have an on-attack trigger. It has to hit. But this says, hey opponent, you have to give me 2 cards. This must be defended by 2 cards or it's going to hit you and make your turn worse. You also know that you're going to play Clear Conscience on your turn. So yes, this is a symmetrical effect, but like Felling, you get to say, I'm going to block 6 on your turn, my turn, Pitch Blue, Clear Conscience. If it hits, I don't have to bottom a card because I don't have one, but I do get to make a Ponder. So Clear Conscience is insane. At red in Limited, this card is a powerhouse. Like, this will win games. The blue one is also very good. Just like Fractal Creation, it can't be covered by a single 3 block. It is a blue 3 block. It's still a 6 power attack. Like, this is the big dumb illusionist attack that will win games. And then yellow Clear Conscience is like, you'll take it and it'll be good, but I think there are going to be very few cards in the set that come in all 3 colors where you're like, yeah, the yellow one. That's what I want to do. Road Authority, 3 for 7. It has Dominate. This will win games of Limited where your opponent puts a 3 in front of this and they're at 2, so they die. Or big dumb illusionist attack that just hits them. Like, I say that a lot in talking with Ziggy because usually it's the big dumb Guardian attack, which just means it costs, like, this is a 2-card player that deals a shit ton of damage if they don't block it. So Road Authority is going to be, like, this is a bad CC card, but a pretty good Limited card. Get to Aurora, my girl. I've already talked about this hero a ton. The yellow is still a breakpoint. Well, they're all breakpoints, Steven. The blue one is a breakpoint because it's dealing 1 over. But you're right. They are all good. The yellow one is a breakpoint in CC if you block it. They can't just block it with a Sink Below. But I would be shocked if Ziggy is playing 9 copies of Clear Conscience in Classic Constructed. I've talked about Aurora a lot. The hero power is worse than it was before. She has to actually play the Lightning Flow game, and I'm going to look through. I haven't seen all the new spoilers yet. Besides Volteris, I don't think there are a ton of cards that actually make Lightning Flow without jumping through a hoop. I've seen the 1-for-3 non-attack action that makes a Lightning Flow when you play it. That's probably her best Lightning Flow generator. We're going to see. I'm hoping she has more generation because as of now, she just doesn't play the game very well, which means that she's relying on A plus B combos where she's playing Mercurial Skies or the new Semi-Art of War that gives your next attack Go Again and gives the next 1, 2, or 3 attacks with Go Again you play +1 power. It just makes her into more of a Rune Blade, but that also means that she can't play Lightning Press and Storm Shard and Electrostatic Discharge because now you're making her an A plus B plus C deck where you have to find non-attack action, attack action, and instant to do the thing. And that's really fucking hard to rely on. So she's a worse hero, which we probably needed her to be because the old one LL'd in 6 months, but still, not what I was hoping for. Scorpio is a great weapon. It's her only weapon, unless she's playing Dread Scythe, and there is a real build for Dread Scythe. Fang was playing it. I'll talk about it on Monday. Scorpio is just nice, right? It's 2 free damage at the end of a turn if they don't block it. Snap Fingers in Limited is going to be nuts. It does free damage. Sucks that theoretically you probably need the Fable for the new heroes. Yeah, I ranted about Volteris earlier in the stream. I hate that it exists. I hate that they all need it. It's the best Lightning Flow. It is not so good that you, like, it isn't equipment, so you don't even benefit from it all the time, but you benefit from it enough that you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't buy it. I hate Volteris. I hate playable gems. Snap Fingers is sick in Limited. This is just really good. Like, it's just onboard arcane damage that says at some point you're gonna have to deal with Snap Fingers. And unlike in CC, where your opponent pitches a blue to 81 and they get to stop the Snap Fingers and the Quick Strike, if your opponent has a Lightning Flow in draft and they have their macro that says the Lightning Flow is Spell Void 1, well, you play Snap Fingers and Dashing Flash, or you use Dashing Flash Foot and Snap Fingers at the same time, well, now your opponent has to care about 2 Arcane Pings. So Snap Fingers in Limited is going to be insane. Snap Fingers in CC is not a playable card because just play Grasp or the new Legendary or even Mark of Lightning is better than Snap Fingers. It's free and it is not arcane damage. It's just damage. So your opponent can't even 81 it. Great card in Limited though, as is Tempestuous Kiss. 2 for 5, it's a breakpoint. Your opponent can't even give like 1 block equipment or 1 prevention equipment plus 3 block to dodge the on hit. They have to give you 2 cards. If you give this Go Again somehow, then they have to give you 3 cards. Or like have onboard Spell Void. And then you get to follow up with Scorpio. Like, it's an insane card in CC. This is Lightning Felling of the Crown. It is a build around the reason that Runeblade Aurora even exists is because we're trying to make Tempestuous Kiss work. This card is nuts. Insane pack 1, pick 1. Insane signal to get into Aurora. This is going to be backbreaking to play against. I hope you have 3 blocks in your deck. Arcanic Reproach is also very good. If nothing else, it is a blue 3 block, but it also has text on it, which is really nice. It is Lightning Pitch for playing Channel Thunderstep, if that ends up being real tech in Aurora. It is sort of kind of Lightning Reckless Swing. your opponent hits you, you play Reproach, and you get to shock them for 1, and that can be enough to close out a game. I mean, for one thing, if your opponent's at 1, they die. But if your opponent is at, like, 2, then they take 1 from the Reproach. You can then shock them to kill them. Like, I've already heard of someone playing Reproach when their opponent was at 2, revealing Burn-Up Shock for the Reproach trigger, and then shocking them. Who's going to alter Snap Fingers with Thanos? British, and if you want to pay money to have your shitty common altered, you go for it. You're big up. You're in. Arcanic Reproach is going to be very difficult to keep for multiple turns. I saw this card and thought, well, this is indicative that there's going to be a ton of lightning flow. We're going to be able to toss it around like candy. No, Aurora doesn't make a ton of lightning flow. Arcanic Reproach is probably just a blue 3-block that is a shock 1 time. Because there's, like, what aura do you have to sacrifice to this? You have to either end your turn on a Grasp of the Arknight the turn previous so that you can destroy the Rune Chant, or you have to play, like, Sigil of Conductivity to keep it around for Arcanic Approach. All of the Sigil of Lightning, Sigil of Astral Flow, destroy themselves at the start of the turn. Arcanic Reproach is at the start of the action phase, so you can't even play like a Sigil of Lightning and then destroy it to the Arcanic Reproach before it destroys itself. This is a good card. I think every Aurora deck is going to play some number of copies of Reproach. It might not be 3, maybe it's 2. But I don't see Arcanic Reproach like, this is gonna, you're keeping this around. This just lives on the board now. This is like a one-time thing. Talked a lot about Dashing Flashfoot and Prophetic Quickstep. They're good cards. You'll play them. You do the thing. You can. Sigil of Lightning. Is this start of action phase? Oh, it is the start of your action phase. Oh, nice. Okay, never mind. You can do that. Astral Flow. Hey, okay, never mind. I'm wrong. You can absolutely do that. Okay, sick. Yeah, never mind. Okay, maybe Reproach is going to hang around for a while. Like, you still have to play Lightning and Astral Flow in your deck, which I don't know if that's going to be good enough. But hey, okay, cool. Thank you, chat. I learned something new. All right, Reproach is saved. You can play this card. You could play it with Sigil of Voltaris. Okay, neat. I did lie to you. I lied to you all. Chat knew better. What does this one do? The first time this deals damage to a hero, you may put an instant card from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. That's interesting, because it is kind of technically anti-fatigue if you squint hard enough at it. At the same time, what instant is Aurora putting back into her deck that helps her beat Guardian? Because, like, instants don't work with Scorpio. You need other attacks. Thank you, Rose. It is a skill issue. It's a reading issue more than a skill issue. I guess it would be my skill in reading is the issue. My skill in information retention, because I don't play Acilio. So when was the last time I saw a Sigil of Lightning? You're right, though. I did. That's streamer bad. Yeah, I don't see this one being that good. Yeah, press, but like, you still need attacks. This isn't solving her problem of needing attacks to, like, do the thing. If this was an Acilio card, this is nuts. Like, this is a great Acilio card. But in Aurora, well, the new constant press, it does, like, Storm Shard works on Scorpio, but you need an attack to attack with Scorpio. Like, you need the lightning attack on the chain. So I guess I just, like, I don't see it with Mind Meld. I am not a good enough theory crafter to look at Mind Meld and say, yeah, I know how this is going to beat Fatigue. Or I know how having the 4th Lightning Press in my deck is worth jumping through the hoop that Quick Strike asks me to jump through. But, like, it'll be good and limited, right? It's a 1 for 5 with Go Again and a 3-block on a yellow. And you do get to put your instant in, and maybe that's enough. Like, I could even see playing this in Silver Age, because you get to put back Sigil of Voltaris and kill people more. But I don't look at this and think, yeah, CC playable. Stinging Sprite. 0 cost, 3 block. Oh, it's a 2 block. I thought it was a 3 block. When this attacks or defends, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. That's pretty cool. I could see this replacing Arcanic Crackle in Sage, because you get it on defense as well. So you just get to cheat more arcane. And especially if they attack you for lethal at 1 and then you get to block with the sprite, it doesn't matter how much damage you would take because they just die first. So that's cool. It comes in 3 colors, which is nice. Like, this is a playable blue in Limited. You can definitely use this and just kill someone when they get low. So yeah, Stinging Sprite, pretty good. I don't know if you're playing the yellow one. This to me strikes me as a very bad card. I mean, maybe though. It's a 0 for 3, and it does split damage. Like, Stinging Sprite seems pretty good, especially if you can give it go again. Speaking of giving things go again, it's Mercurial Skies. It was better than Mauvrian Skies in Aurora because it would give your lightning attacks go again, which Mauvrian Skies doesn't do. But the big thing with Merc Skies was, again, I saw it, I thought this is clearly a signal, there's gonna be lightning flow, because otherwise this is just a 1 card give go again, which sucks. But like, there's the new Runeblade pump that puts an attack back. Yeah, but you can't get it back, you can't get that back with Mind Meld. So I thought Merc Skies was telling us there was going to be more lightning flow because 1 card give go again, no additional text isn't good. Like, Flying High from High Seas is better than Merc Skies if you don't have a lightning flow. You just, like, red attack gets, any attack gets go again. And if it's red, it gets +1. Like, that's much better than Merc Skies. And again, so far, I'm not seeing anything that says, well, you are going to make enough flow to the things the algorithm forces you to put into the thumbnails. If it works, it works. I try not to do it. I try not to do it a lot, but for the spoilers in particular, it was like, well, that's just fitting. I don't really see Merc Skies being good. Like, especially we can skip ahead a little bit. Is it Quick Succession? Like, this card is just much better than Mercurial Skies, right? It comes in 3 colors, 0 cost, gives go again to the same thing that Merc Skies does, but then it also gives +1 to multiple attacks, so this is better Flying High in Lightning Runeblade that works on the same things that Merc Skies does. So I would like to hope that I'm wrong, and yeah, Aurora can make enough lightning flow where Merc Skies is good, but otherwise I don't see it. You just play Quick Succession instead, and you get more value than you would from Merc Skies at a freaking common too. Like, you'll play this in Limited, but I don't think it's good. You were already going to, but thank you, Guiz. Destructive Fleetfoot. This is, in theory, a 0 for 4. If you can give it go again, 0 for 4 on hit, destroy an aura token they control is nuts. Like, this matters. This is going to be, as we've seen, lightning flow is very hard to make, and every hero cares about it. If you can destroy your opponent's lightning flow on a breakpoint, that's nuts. Or if they, jump through the hoop and made an embodiment of lightning, and you get to destroy that. Like, Destructive Fleetfoot is just a good card in Limited. I don't think it's a good card in CC, because it doesn't solve the Aurora problem of how am I giving go again to all of these quick strike effects, and there's no way this is as good as the 1-costed yellow cards or Tempestuous Kiss. I mean, Aurora in Limited is going to have to ask the same question, but I mean, at least then it's a 3-block 0 for 3 that has text no matter what. Notably, Quick Strike is not +1 ping your opponent like I thought it would be. Quick Strike is, if it has go again, something happens. And we didn't know that until we saw these spoilers, so there you go. Path the Same Ends, card is great in CC and Limited. It's a 0 for 3. It has the ability to be given go again if it fails to ping, but it's just split damage. Like, this is better Arcanic Crackle that also can get Go Again. So Path of Same Ends is nuts. You'll play it in CC and Limited. Great card, I think in every color. Rush of Power. This hits a hero, deal 1 arcane damage to them. This is worse than Destructive Fleetfoot. Probably most of the time. It still has, like, sort of being worse Arcanic Crackle, where it has to hit to deal the damage. You'll play Rush of Power. I would rank it below Fleetfoot if you're drafting. Like, if Red Rush and Red Fleetfoot are in your pack, you're probably taking Fleetfoot over Rush of Power. You're not playing either one in Classic Constructed. But hey, you know, it's a 3-block in Runeblade. The nice-ish thing Runeblade has is, like, you get a bunch of 3-blocks for draft. Not as much as Illusionist, but, you know, try. Singeing Flow Tide, 1 for 4, 3-block. The first time this deals damage to a hero, create a Lightning Flow token. If it has Go Again, ping them for 1. I mean, you'll play this in draft, for sure. This is a good draft card. Not a good CC card. You won't play it in CC, I don't think. If you are, I'm not happy about it. But this is good in draft. It's a breakpoint. If it hits you, do the thing. You actually get to engage with your hero's mechanic. If it has Go Again, it deals split damage. I think this is worse than all of the yellow rares. But those are rares, so you're going to get to play, you're going to see more Flow Stride. You probably don't want this in yellow. Like, this is one where I would say the yellow is actively bad because it isn't a breakpoint. The blue is a blue 3-block, so you'll play it. Stunning Swipe, this was on promotional material. 0 cost, 3 power, quick strike, pings them for 1 the first time it deals damage to a lightning hero. Tap them or a weapon they control. Interesting. Probably better than Rush of Power, but worse than Destructive Fleetfoot and not CC playable. We've seen Faultbound Duality. It's a good card. 0 for 4. Has other text that lets you convert hands. Is a shock in Limited. So, yeah, Duality. Good card. Good in all colors. Electron Jolt Step. This card is very good, and you will play this in draft. You will play it in Limited and CC. I think this ties the CC Aurora together. Rush of Power is CC playable? You think so? I don't know how you're making room for Rush of Power. I don't know how you're giving this Go Again. It does have the nice synergy with Snapdragon Scalers where you're getting full value if you use Snapdragons on this, unlike Dashing Flashfoot or the other 1-costed yellows where you don't get the Arcane Ping, you just get the +1. I would not be happy to play this in CC. If Aurora has to play this in CC, Aurora in CC is not a good deck. Jolt Step is insane, makes you your Lightning Flow, is a 1 for 3, it blocks 3, which to me is crazy. If you had shown me this card and said how much does this block for, I would say it blocks 2 100%. Like, lightning cards with Go Again don't block 3. So this is insane. Like, this is good on every axis. I don't think you're playing the yellow or the blue in Constructed, but you will play all of these in draft. And if you get the red one, you are very happy about it. Quick Succession, great card, sadly blocks 2. If this also blocked 3, that would be nuts. I think the red one is the worst one because it is very hard for you to send 3 attacks that have Go Again. The first attack that gets Go Again from Quick Succession gets the +1, but then you also need to have 2 more attacks with Go Again. I think that's going to be hard for her kind of all the time. CC for sure, draft definitely. So you play the yellow and the blue. Like, the yellow one is probably the best one because it gives +1 to the attack that follows Succession. And then if you're able to bank a flow and, like, do the thing with Aurora, then you get +1 from that as well. I think the blue one is going to be CC playable too. and it'll just be like, it's flying high, which is like good enough. This card is great in Sagebriar. Oh, Jolt Step? Yeah. Jolt Step is nuts. Oh my god, if you get to play this in Briar and like give your +3 and then make your Embodiment of Lightning off of Briar's ability, and like, yeah. Jolt Step is just a great card all around. Good in Sage Aurora too. Where you need to be like, not on the funnel turn. That's so rare though. Especially if you're playing like, so for it to work on the funnel turn, you need to play Succession, you need to play a lightning attack, you need to play current funnel, and then you have to have another lightning attack, and none of them can be costed. Jolt Step just worse nimbleism for Briar. Yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable. Good in Aurora though. Possibly. Probably not. Just play nimbleism. Yeah, I take it back. But Jolt Step is good in CC. You'll play it in, if you're on Runeblade Aurora in CC, you'll play Jolt Step. Gauntlet of Sword and Sorcery. I do not believe in this card. I think this is not good. This is like a fail state for you wanted to send Tempestuous. It doesn't even work with Tempestuous Kiss unless you have Tunic up. You wanted to send Dashing Flashfoot, but you didn't have a way to give it go again ahead of time. So you used Gauntlet, and then your opponent pitched. Or you had go again, like you had an Embodiment of Lightning, so you used Gauntlet and sent your Quick Step, and then your opponent pitched a blue. And you have to tap your hero to do this. Like, if you need AB1, and Aurora is not good at using Lightning Greaves, so she just doesn't play it in the 80, yeah, you'll play Gauntlet. Gauntlet's your AB1 that you use with Dyadic Carapace to make AB3. But if she is playing Greaves, or if you don't need the Arcane Barrier, play Grasp of the Arknight. It blocks 3. You get to bank Rune Chance. It's a turn 0 play. I don't see the line. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a Michael Hamilton. I'm not a Pablo Pintor. Maybe I could be wrong, and this is really good, and I'm just small-brained. But I don't see how this effect is better than Grasp of the Arknight. Oh, they do. Okay. They do say fuck Polly. There's so much in Aurora that says fuck Polly. She has so many ways to deal an arcane damage to any target. I'm not playing Gauntlet in the Puffin matchup over blocking for 3 just because of Polly. You will kill Polly in other ways. Crest of the Reaper is nuts. Limited Bomb. It's a 1 for 5. Very hard to block. You get to destroy target aura they control, so you get to destroy like the real things that Ziggy is doing. If they don't have ward. This will possibly be good in CC. Aurora's not really hurting for 1 for 5s, and she has other 1 for 5s like Snuff Out that she would rather play than Caress. If Acilio takes over the meta, then I could see Caress being very good. But other than that, Limited Bomb, probably not a CC card unless you're specifically targeting something in particular, and then you're probably playing 2 of these. Arcanic Cunning is really good. It's fine in CC, because in CC you still have to give it go again to do the thing. This card would have gone nuts in Old Aurora in the mirror. You get to play Arcanic Cunning, and now your opponent can't Sigil CLV you. That would have been really good. In current CC, we're struggling so hard to give things go again. Like, Arcanic Cunning is not gonna be worth the play. But in draft, Arcanic Cunning is nuts. And the fact that you get the damage prevention on defense is really good. You're going to have to deal with the first point of Arcane from like a Quick Strike effect. But then after that, you just never have to worry about Arcane damage. So your opponent in draft attacks you. You block with Arcane Cunning. They go through their go again line, and then they send Scorpio at you. The Scorpio just does 1. Like, you just get to prevent the ping from Scorpio, which is really nice. Also in the aggro match, this gets +2 much often. Yeah, but you also want the 3 block in the aggro match. Because you're either going to be playing 2 block non-attacks that you need to fuel your turn, or you're playing instants that don't block. Like, I think you're giving up too much from Grasp to play Gauntlet of Sword and Sorcery. Like the Blue Arcanic Cunning, yeah, Blue Arcanic Cunning is nuts. Like, I could see it being CC playable in a very specific meta. In draft, this is nuts. This is the best Arcane Cunning. You would take the Blue Arcanic Cunning over the red and the yellow, like, so much of the time in draft. Leech Memory, Leech Renown, Leech Vitality, they all are Runeblade actions. They block 3, which, cool. Cost 1, give go again. Give your next attack action card +3, which is great text because it works on everything you play, not just Runeblade. So your lightning attacks, your CNC, all get +3, which is cool. Leech Memory puts an attack action card from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. Great anti-fatigue and great just threat retention. Leech Renown destroys an aura token they control, so not good in CC, but really good in limited. And whenever this deals damage to a hero, gain 1 life. Sure, it's a 1 for 4. Why not? You will draft them probably in order of Renown, Memory, Vitality. In CC, Memory will be the good one because it's anti-fatigue, and you just won't play these two. That is a pitch outlet that doesn't get clogged with excess rune chance. Steven, now you're thinking with Jarl. Now you want to play Gauntlets of Boreal Domain. I don't see that being enough in CC Aurora. I don't see Aurora having the Jarl problem of wanting to, like, pitch stack your Oakenold or just filter cards because you blizzarded Sink Below and your opponent didn't pay. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think Gauntlets is going to be good. I think you will be playing Grasp of the Arcanite most of the time, and maybe sometimes Gauntlets will be good. All of these are very good cards in draft. You will play all of these in draft, and you'll be happy to play them in draft. But in draft, Renown is the good one because you get to destroy an embodiment or a flow. Memory is the good one in CC, but, like, still good in draft, especially talking about how all of these heroes are fatigable. And you get to put your Go Again on bottom, so you get extra value out of your Scorpio. And the Vitality is just, it's a 1 for 4. It's also, okay, I'm just noticing now, it's whenever this deals damage, not the first time you'll deal damage. So if you get to do, like, Leech Vitality into Dashing Flashfoot or Tempestuous Kiss, and you shoot them for 1, and they take it, you gain your life, and then you hit them for 8, you gain a life. So that's neat, too. These cards are really good. You want all of these. Elliot, you just called it out. You got to it before I did. Yep, if you ping them and hit them, you will gain 2. So maybe it's a 1 for 5. Leech Renown, you get to destroy 2 lightning flows. Leech Memory, you get 2 Go Again attacks back. These cards are great. Memory is still the only good one in CC, but these are all limited bombs. Acilio, Brocilio, Flowcilio, O2, Fork, Oswolio, your name of choice. He is worse than Old Acilio because the ability costs a resource, but he has 2 more life, which is cool. We have to engage with Lightning Flow, which is a shame. Thankfully, Acilio, I think of the 3, has the most Lightning Flow generation and, like, naturally good Lightning Flow gen. Like, you're not playing dumb cards to make your hero work. You just get to play good cards to make your hero work. Having 19 health and limited is much better than 18 health and limited. Volzar, Baby's Rattle. It looks terrible compared to old Volzar, but is still 1 free damage every turn cycle. And Amp matters. If you're playing Mind Warp or whatever, like you are saying, please play AB1 into me. Tumultai yourself to stop me from surging you with just 1 card Mind Warp. Here's 3, go down a card. Like, Meteor Swarm is good. It's not as good as old Volzar, but it's still pretty okay. Constella Waves, tap your hero, destroy this, amp 1. Neat. Card's great. We love it. I think it's worse than Aurora's equipment, but better than Ziggy's equipment. And if you're drafting Acilio, you will play Constellar Waves because it's just a free point of damage. I don't think there's Surge in this set. Lightning Flow Fable, yay or nay, they will all play it, and I hate that they all play it. You're just tacking $200 onto the price tag of any of the new decks, and that sucks. But you will play it when like Aggro Slop Aurora that is never pitching to her ability will not play Volteris. But all of the rest of them will play Volteris. Runeblade Aurora, every Acilio, every Ziggy. Maybe not every Ziggy. Maybe Iris Ziggy is never flickering a thing. So, okay, every Acilio, Aphroditeus Ziggy, Runeblade Aurora want Volteris. Maybe you get to dodge it. Astral Bridge. This card is really good. There is not any opt in this set. So Astral Bridge as a limited card, maybe not great. You are entirely reliant on the top of your deck, which without opt, you won't know what the top of your deck is. So you could pitch stack it. It is a ping, which is good if you're doing the thing with Acilio, or even if you just like played an instant and then played Astral Bridge. You will deal a point of arcane damage, and if you Volzar it, you get 2 points of arcane damage. And if you use your Constellar Waves, you even get 3 points. So maybe there's a generic opt action cycle. Okay. Yeah, Acilio 1 for sure. O2. If you're if you're scrying, maybe opting. It's opting in Flesh and Blood. If you're opting, maybe. I don't know. Good CC card in specific decks. You'll probably play it in limited because it's a free shock, but it's not like nuts. Echo Flash. I don't know enough about what the Acilios are doing. Like, in theory, this is a cool card. In theory, if you get to Acilio this away, you put it into your graveyard, you shock your opponent, you pitch one, you play it, you shock your opponent, then it goes to your graveyard again, and you shock your opponent. Brandon, be mad about Volteris. Be mad about a $200 price tag on Runeblade Aurora, Aphroditeus Ziggy, and every Acilio. But, like, Echo Flash on its own is just a 1 for 2, which is, like, fine. I don't know how good this card is going to be in Limited, but I think Acilio in Limited will generally be good because he does the most arcane damage and the biggest, best arcane damage. So it's arcane damage. 2 for 3 they can cover with AB1, you're so up. Arc Ramp card is sick. It is just a 0 for 3. Like, it's a 0 for 3 that your opponent can't block. If you destroy a Lightning Flow, it gets go again, but if you have an instant, you just don't even need it. Like, Arc Ramp plus Astral Bridge is just a 4. It's a 2-card 4, which is a bad rate, but if your opponent can't block it, it just kills them, potentially. Like, Arc Ramp is good, Acilio makes Lightning Flow the most out of any of them. Card's neat, you'll play it, kind of no matter what. It does block 2, which is a shame. So it's not as good and limited as like whatever Ziggy's doing. But yeah, it's free damage. Core reaction at the beginning of your action phase. Destroy this and deal 4 arcane damage to any target. A 2-card 4, again, not great, but in a format where no one has easy access to Arcane Barrier, this will just kill people. We saw it in Rosetta Draft, where Verdance was one of the best decks because she would just kill people. You couldn't stop the arcane, you couldn't interact with it. So core reaction in limited just kills people. Why does this have an Aurora text, flavor text, on an Acilio card? Whatever. 1 star falls to the concept. Hey, Starfall, I get it. I don't like this trade. I think she made a bad trade. I would happily take Starfall back if it meant Acilio died. So I don't love that she did it. In CC, It's fine, like you get to Acilio core reaction away and then play it off of a blue and shoot your opponent for 4 on their turns, so it is like kind of a 1-card 4 that they can't block. It curves out, and that line will definitely kill people in draft. So you got that going for you. Flash bolts. Sure. It's an anti-ship Cillian Aurora. I think there's an age difference. I think there's a problematic age gap between Acilio and Aurora. Turns on Volzar easily, which is meaningful and limited. Don't they all turn on Volzar? Oh, yeah. Sure. Okay, yes. You're right. I see what you're saying. Oh, you get 1 pitch back from the chest. That's right. I haven't internalized the chest yet. Yeah, the chest is silly. You can play 2 of these on 1 blue, which is a good rate. True. 3-card 8. No, 3-card 8 is a bad rate. A 3-card 10 is a good rate. But again, arcane damage. Flashbolt seems fine. Again, curves out with Acilio. Get to Acilio this away, activate Volzar, shoot someone for 4. I'm seeing a trend in Acilio here in Limited where it's just a bunch of 2-card 4s, which bad, but then it kills them, so good. You got that going for us. Surely you're not playing this card in CC. 3-card 9. Hey, you know what? That is pretty good. Right, because the first one goes away, hits them for 4, and then the second one you get to Volzar. Comet Constellation. Deal 3 damage. Hey, it's Zap. Deal 3 damage to any target. If an instant card has been put in your graveyard, this card is nuts. Like, this card is just insane, right? Especially in Limited. Like, it's a Zap, which is already good. And then just playing the game, you get to 0 for 4 someone? That's good in physical damage. Alright, Comet Collision is nuts. And it blocks 3? Alright, this card's broken. Card's broken, pack it in. Acilio cracked. Acilio gets to play Comet Collision. Holy shit. Yeah, this card's nuts. Okay. Yeah, Comet Collision's really good. Enian Surge. 0 for 3 arcane. Great. We love zaps. It deals damage. You may tap your hero. If you do create a lightning flow token, this card's broken. Why did Acilio get all the good cards? This might even be CC playable. Of course it's going to deal damage, and well, Ziggy might have ward for it, but this is going to hit Aurora for sure. Oh my god, Enian Surge is great. Alright, Comet Collision's great, Enian Surge is great. You probably don't want it in yellow, but like, even in blue, it's a blue 3 block that kills people sometimes. Lightning Overload. 1 for 4. If an instant card has been put in your graveyard this turn, create... Oh, and you just get it? You don't even have to deal damage with the Starfall. That one's not CC playable, but the 1 for 4 version is. Oh, I see. It's basically amp 1. Any target, by the way. Rip Poly. The 1 for 4 is really good. Okay, so you just get this off of Starfall, which is nuts. That's insane. Because aren't the other ones? Yeah, I'm looking at like Tap Lessons Past. Something happens if you deal damage. But this, you just get it no matter what. That's crazy. Meteoric Impact 1 for 3, not great. But if an instant card 1 for 5, dang. Acilio Unlimited is going to be good. So Acilio Unlimited actively wants instants. But even without the instants, this will just kill people. Like, you will fatigue. That is a real threat if you just block 6, 2-card 3 someone. Like, that isn't good. Alright, so Acilio is going to want core reaction in Limited just by virtue of it is an instant. I see. Same thing, okay, same thing with Flashbolt. You will play Flashbolt because it is an instant. You get to pitch blue, Flashbolt someone, shoot them for 3, tap Volzar, play Meteoric Impact, shoot them for 6. So you get to 3-card 9 arcane someone. That's nuts. As we determined, Dave the Pyro, 3-card 9 with Volzar and arcane is very good. Okay. I'm starting to. I'm seeing how this hero works in limited. Cosmic Suture, not so much. You have to do it on their turn. It works with Acilio, but you're not killing someone with it. What do we skip? Nebula Duality. It's a shock, or it's a zap with a shock on it. Sure. Love the blue one. I'm sure the yellow and the red ones are fine. Best cards are the one that go on the bottom of the deck on damage. Which is... Oh, we haven't seen those yet. They're down here, I guess. Constella Contemplation. Lightning was instant. Love it. Create a Ponder token. If an instant has been put into your graveyard this turn, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. This card's just good. You get to 0 for 2 someone and Ponder with Volzar. That's great. It also works with your Starfall text. It also works with Acilio. Constella Flow Slide. Deal 1 arcane. This card's nuts. Constella Uplift. Untap a staff you control and deal 1 arcane. So you're getting 0 for 2. Whatever the value of a lightning flow is. And then 0 for... I mean, they're all 2, right? So okay, so this is 3. You get to Volzar, ping, untap Volzar again. This is 0 for 1. This is 0 for 2 with a Ponder. So these are all great. Tome of Quandaries, create 2 Ponder. It says instant on it. It's important to remember that Starfall is never content with just the card it's on. Sure. Because 1 instant goes to the graveyard and then all of your Starfall is on. Worth noting, with all these Starfall doesn't turn on itself, right? No, I understand that. Okay, Aether Sling. This is what I'm looking at. Aether Sling, 1 for 4. If it deals damage, tap your hero. If you do, this game's go again. This card's insane. This is a limited bomb. It's very unlikely that your opponent can stop 4 arcane damage. So this is just 1 for 4 go again. In a set without a ton of go again. Nucleus Aether Bolt, 0 for 3. Tap your hero. If you do, your hero deals 1 arcane damage to any target by Poly. 0 for 4. Seems good. Turn to Mindfire. 2 for 5. Tap your hero. Create a Ponder token. Dang. Is Acilio going to be the good one? When this enters the arena, prevent the next 3 arcane damage that would be dealt to you this turn at the beginning of your action phase. Destroy it. This is literally fair Kano, and I dig it even though I'm not playing it. I did see they reprinted Brush Off. Damn, Havenvale is good. That's probably why it's a rare. Obviously won't be good in every matchup, but like against Ziggy this will be great. In the mirror it'll be nuts. Probably less good against Aurora. I mean, you still get to do the thing. Like, you still prevent damage, but you're only preventing 1 of it. I guess that isn't true, because it floats. So if they do like Quick Strike, Scorpio, then you get to prevent 3 arcane damage. Alright. Card's just nuts in any color. Sick. Third Eye of the Sphinx. We saw this card a while ago. It's great. Like, this is a really good card. Sometimes you make 2 Ponders and then you get to draw a card, or you make a Ponder and you have a floating resource and then you get to draw a card. This card is limited by sometimes you play bad blues in your, I guess it would just be bad blues in your deck and you don't want to draw them, so then you did draw them and you're sad about it. But yeah, this card is just really good. Plutonic Starplate, nuts. Good in Acilio and Ziggy. I think this is pretty actively bad in Aurora because she just isn't playing lightning cards during her opponent's turn. If this was something like when you do a lightning thing on your opponent's turn, I would think maybe it's better in Aurora because it would work with your dualities. But like, you want your shocks on your turn because it's burn up shock. All of your instants are offensively slanted, so you're never doing like, I guess if you have Cloud Cover in your deck, you could play Platonic Starplate in Aurora. But yeah, this to me is not a Runeblade card. This is for the other heroes. Constella Tiara. Tap 2, destroy this. Prevent the next one prevent the next one damage that would be dealt to you this turn. If you prevent damage this way, create a ponder token. Card's really good and limited. It's damage prevention. It what's up, Alex? It it refunds the card that you spent to use the tiara. Card's good and limited. Oh, we have one for every... Oh, we don't have one for gloves, right, because the heroes have their own gloves. Lightning Flow, Embodiment of Lightning. Sure, so these are all really good and limited. Astral Strike, good and limited, because in limited you don't mind that your Lightning Flow abilities are below rate, because they're all below rate. In CC... I guess Acilio plays this, right? Because Acilio makes the most Lightning Flow. But, like, you won't play this in Aggro Slop Aurora. I guess you could play it in Runeblade Aurora, but even then, you're using your Lightning Flows to turn on your hero power, so you have to pitch 2, you make your embodiment, and then if you're spending your extra resource on, like, Quick Strike, then you need a Tunic for Astral Strike, and I feel like she's going to have better things to use her Tunic on than Astral Strike, regardless of how good it is. The fact that you have to enable it makes it kind of iffy. Flow State Embodiment is really good in Aurora. It's probably really good in all of them, assuming you want to use Lightning Flows somehow. In Aurora, it's a 0 for 4. It makes you your flow if you need it. If you snap instant this, you basically got 2 action points out of your Snapdragon Scalers, which is cool. Sulu did some cool stuff to me with that chest. Still killed them, but he did some cool stuff. It's a good chest. It's free resources. Works really well with Static Shelter. Like, Static Shelter now makes way more sense. Where you have your chest, you play Shelter, you make a resource, and you immediately pay it into Shelter to get your Lightning Flow. Which, again, Ziggy and Acilio love that. Aurora, not so much. Beckoning Brilliance, we saw this. This is not an Aurora card even a little bit. Ziggy and Acilio could play this. It's going to be really good in Limited. Like in Limited, I'm sure Aurora plays this, but more off of it being a 0 for 4. In CC, she isn't playing this. Maybe they are in CC, but I gotta think in CC they have better things to be doing. Flowchart Elemental, it's going to be a limited bomb. 0 for 4, you get to do the thing. Especially if you're Acilio, you get to turn on Starfall. I've seen people wanting to play this in CC Aurora, and I think if you're playing this in CC Aurora, I don't want to play CC Aurora. This card seems so bad. Oh my god, you're basically giving, like, you are valuing your flow and go again at 3 because you have to discard a press or a storm shard or a discharge, and all that seems bad. Hey, Lightning Form reprint. This will be good and limited because it's a 1 for 5. And if you get to, like, in Acilio, play your 2 for 4 instant and then Lightning Form, that's just a good curve. Like, you just did a 3-card 9 Arcane, which was really a 3-card 10 because Volzar, yeah, Flowchart is not good. Visionary of Orbits, 2-card 7, love it. When this hits, you may put an instant card from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. Play this card. 2-card 7s are really good and limited because it's hard to go above rate. And this is an on-rate play. You also get a card back. So Acilio loves this. Ziggy, they all like it being a 3 for 7. Acilio loves the text. Ziggy probably does. Harder to get value out of in Aurora. But, you know, it's a 3 for 7. You'll draft it. Flow Strike, Meteoric Rise, Voltic Impact, Flowing Storm Strike is the best of the cycle. They will all play it in Limited because it's a 1-card 4 with text. Aurora will play it in Classic Constructed, assuming that she wants Lightning Flow. Meteoric Rise and Voltic Impact are a little iffier, but the really nice thing about Rise and Impact in Draft is that they are 2-card 7s. When I played Magic, and Wizards started printing, we called them Mana Sinks, which were just, it was, you know, a creature that was like a 1-mana 1/1, which was fine. But it had text on it that would say, like, pay 6 resources, it gets +5/+5, or something like that. They were really good because they were ways to use your extra resources at the end of the game. Flesh and Blood, you will have your lines of I block with 2 cards from hand. I have a blue and a Meteoric Rise. If the Meteoric Rise was like a lightning form, you are playing a 2-card 5. And the 5 has text. You make an embodiment of lightning if it hits. But it's a 2-card 5. And you are floating 2 resources and you don't get to use them. Meteoric Rise says, this is a 2-card 5. I float my 2 resources. If I hit, I can turn the lightning float into an Aurora. You make an embodiment of lightning. On the other 2 heroes, you can use it for something else. Or, if you don't need to use the lightning flow right away, you just pay the 2 resources into the card itself and make it a 2 for 7. Like, that's really powerful in draft. Being able to burn your extra resources, like turn them into something besides just wasting them, is really strong. So all of these are going to be limited bombs. Riftbreaker, Limited Bomb, Unplayable, and Classic Constructed. Are all 3 heroes Lightning Greaves decks? I don't think Aurora is. I don't think Acilio is either. I think Acilio wants to be playing Stormstriders. Ziggy, maybe? I can't conceive of Ziggy well enough to know what they are doing with Greaves. They have enough zero-cost instants that they could do a Gone in a Flash thing. But I don't know. But of the 3 of them, I think only Ziggy would be Lightning Greaves. Acilio wants Striders, Aurora wants like Snapdragons. Riftbreaker, Limited Bomb, 2 for 6, interact with your opponent's engine. You'll play it in every color because even the blue one is on a breakpoint. Like, the blue is the worst one, but it still says, you can't give me a 3 block. I will destroy your lightning flow. But they're all very good. Flow through. Target lightning attack gets +1, and when this hits, create a lightning flow token. People played Lunging Press when it was legal. It's a blue. It targets everything at the end of the game. Every lightning attack targets Scorpio. The on-hit is relevant. Like, this is a good card, and you'll play it. Livewire Press, target lightning attack action card gets when this hits a hero, deal 4 damage to them. Unplayable and Classic Constructed. I saw people comparing this to, like, Boom Grenade, and it's like, yeah, sure, in Dio specifically. Sure, but Boom Grenade in Dio comes off the top of the deck, which is what makes it so strong. Like, Boom Grenade in Dio gets an action point back, puts a counter on Symbiosis Shot, costs 1. Like, that's what made it so good. Livewire Press has to come from hand. It's not good in Classic Constructed. This is good in Limited when defense reactions don't exist. So if you get to send your attack and you know that your opponent doesn't have prevention, and you Livewire Press, like, this is just a 1 for 4 with Go Again, or a 1 for 4 that doesn't use your action point, which is great. Bad in CC, probably even just okay in Limited. Like, I don't think you ever want 2 of these because they don't block. They cost 1 and you need an attack. Aurora makes the best use out of this. Ziggy less so because of how Fragment works. I don't know how many attacks Acilio is even playing. So yeah, probably just an Aurora card. Astral Assault, 2 for 5. When this attacks, you may destroy a lightning flow you control. If you do, this gets +2. This seems bad to me. In every format, it blocks 2, which sucks. It costs 2, which sucks. And every hero wants to be using their lightning flow for something else. I don't think I ever want to draft Astral Assault. Electrolyze is just lightning leg tap, which is good. You might play it in CC. Aurora might. Ziggy and Acilio don't care about this. But all 3 of them will play it in draft. Like, Red Electrolyze will be a very solid pick in draft. The yellow and the blue, probably less so. The yellow, I'm sure, is fine. The blue one, probably not. Like, 1 for 2 Go Again is a bad rate. It doesn't block. But the red one is really good. Flittering Spike, 1 for 4. If you played an instant card this chain link, it gets +2. When this hits, create a lightning flow token. Great Acilio card. Oh, and it blocks 3? Holy shit. Flittering Spike, bomb in Acilio. Like, this is nuts in Acilio. It seems good in Ziggy too. Like, it'll be great in both of them. Aurora, Probably not in limited. I have to go back and check. Like, what is Aurora's instant situation? None below Majestic? So you're telling me this is not an Aurora card. I mean, I guess we'll get down here to like the lightning instance, but yeah, this does not strike me as an Aurora card in limited. Good Aurora card in CC if your deck wants lightning flows. Like in Runeblade Aurora, you could play Flittering Spike, but even then, like, you're playing more non-attacks in instance. This is probably not a good card in CC. Great card in limited. Acilio and Ziggy really want Flittering Spike in all colors. The yellow is a 1 for 5. The blue is still a 1 for 4, which is good, and it's a 3 block, and it does the thing. Like, this card is great in limited. Glide Through Starlight, 1 for 5. As an instant, pay 1, discard this, prevent the next 1 damage. If you prevent damage this way, create a lightning float. It's fine. This is a good enough card. You probably don't want it in yellow. Even the blue is questionable. But the red is a 1 for 5. It has text that will matter sometimes. Speaking of 1 for 5s with text that matters sometimes, it's Heaven's Claws. It doesn't have any text. But it's a 1 for 5. It's a 3 block. You'll always draft it in blue. The yellow is questionable. The red is fine. We've seen Heaven's Claws a few times now. Stellar Glide. When this attacks, you may destroy a lightning flow you control. If you do, this gets go again. I am more interested in Stellar Glide than I am in Astral Assault. But I cannot judge this card well without knowing how many lightning flows you'll make. This seems like you draft it because it's a 2 cost? Never mind, this card's trash. Don't draft Stellar Glide. Volatile Fluxor. Good in Acilio and Ziggy, bad in Aurora, and probably bad in CC Aurora? Like, if you get to 2 card 6, make a lightning flow, that's fine if you like press this, but then you still need to be able to use the lightning flow. Ask me about this one next week when I'm theory crafting Aurora, because I don't like aggro slop Aurora that just plays 0 for 4s probably doesn't care about this, because what are you doing with the lightning flow? And Runeblade non-attack action Aurora probably doesn't care about this because you're not playing that many instants. But it is a blue 3 block, so you'll draft that. And you're right, Alex. Look at that little guy. He's just a little guy, but he's got big old energy. Flittering Force Field is really good in draft. This card is great. 0 for 3 defense reaction is the only defense reaction. That isn't true. If you draft this one, which I guess I didn't talk about, great limited card. Draft this. This is a good pick. It's a defense reaction. We don't have a lot of those. It lets you do the thing that your hero does. Good limited card. Flittering Force Field, also a good limited card. In all of them, but especially in Acilio and Ziggy, again, we're back to Aurora doesn't have a ton of instants in limited. This card is bad and constructed. You will, actually no, that isn't true. The red one will probably be good in Ziggy and Acilio because it works with your chest. So you play this, your chest triggers, you make a resource, you use the resource, you play an instant, you're now blocking for 4. So never mind. Good in CC, not good for Aurora. Calm Veil of Volthaven. Prevent the next 3 damage that would be dealt to you the first time you prevent damage this way. Create a lightning flow token. This is very expensive. You will play this against Acilio. Getting to 2 card answer their zap is bad, but it is it's a good way to block arcane damage and you bank a flow out of it. So you're probably never drafting this below red, but the red one is fine. You'll play it and you'll be medium about it. Cosmic Flare. I've seen people trying to build around this in CC in Aurora. I don't love it in Aurora, because what are you doing with the 3 resources at instant speed? But seems good in draft, especially for Acilio. This just turns on Volzar. Like, it's just a blue that turns on Volzar, and then you get to shoot someone, and you can do it at instant speed, which is even better. Star World Warning. 1 cost yellow instant, create 2 lightning flow tokens. Sure. They'll probably all play this, because it just like does a thing. You get to 2 costs, 2 card, make an embodiment of lightning in Aurora and bank a flow out of it. Acilio gets to 2 card, discard an instant and then play it and bank a flow. Ziggy does a thing. It's also Calming Breeze style. I believe you float the prevention, could be good facing Aurora. You do float the prevention. I would be nervous about Aurora having to spend 2 cards, because Aurora is still going to be physically focused. So like, you spend 2 cards and then you still have to block like 4 go again 4. It's possible that it's good. But I don't see this and think Aurora. I see this and think I would rather, like, against Aurora, I'd rather just play another 3 block. But against Acilio, definitely. Starlight Road, 0 cost, create an embodiment of lightning or lightning flow token. Sure. It's a blue, it turns on Starfall. It is a way to get an action point as Aurora or Ziggy. You probably don't want more than 1 of these in your deck, but you'll play it. Storm Shard is just a good card. 1 cost +3 at reaction speed is really good. In Limited, this is in a set with no attack reactions. This is a way to push your on hits through. You can destroy a lightning flow if you have 1 banked. Works as turning this into lightning press. I see you mostly paying the 1 in Limited, but like, that's good. Storm Shatter is pseudo defense reaction. I'm less excited about it than Storm Shard, but I could see them playing this. You can discard this as Acilio and get a Ponder, which is nice. Like, yeah, sure. I would draft basically every Storm Shard I see. I'm probably taking 1 Storm Shatter, but like, it's fine. Storm Whirl, target lightning attack gets go again. This seems bad. I don't think this is good. In a set with Starlight Road, Storm Whirl seems really bad. I guess you can give your Scorpio go again, but like, this card sucks. Don't draft that. Chromatic Refinement, 0 cost, lightning instant, or at the beginning of your action phase, destroy this. Then the next red, yellow, blue. Okay. Then the next red card you play this turn costs 1 resource less to play. The first time a card would deal damage this turn, instead it deals that much +1. Probably not that good. I guess Acilio wants this. Again, instant card that puts itself in the bin. It's red card, not red attack action, so Acilio then gets to like 1 for 4 off of this, and it even is a 1 for 5, so like, okay, good Acilio card. I don't think Ziggy or Aurora want this. Thunderous Retort. The beginning of your action phase, destroy this, then your next attack this turn gets go again, AB3. 2-1. The red one is the worst one. The blue one is the best one. I feel like you're only playing this in blue or yellow. I guess you play the red one against Acilio specifically, but like, you're never AB3ing a Ziggy or an Aurora. The blue one is easily the most flexible one. I guess the blue one and the yellow one are good. The yellow one has the most obvious use against Acilio and Ziggy because they will both hit you for 2. But the blue one is good against all 3 heroes. The 1 for 5 for Starfall is a 2-card 7. Is that with Chromatic Refinement? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Sigil of Astral Flow, this is just good. Every one of them wants this. You want Lightning Flow. Acilio is very good with this. Sigil of Lightning. Aurora wants this the most, but it's limited, so they're all going to have to play attacks. I'm sure they all want this. Spellbane Sigil. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy this Arcane Barrier X. That's pretty good. You'll play this one too. Sure, why not? They're all nice. If we're just looking... Oh, I guess we have generics to talk about. We're not in expansion slot yet. Boots of Omnis Ward. If you've been dealt arcane damage this turn, get this guy's +1. Instant tap your hero, destroy this, prevent the next one damage that would be dealt to you this turn. This card seems good in CC. It's very good against Aurora. And I guess Vinsat. Like, it's good against Rune Blades, because they will be hitting you with Arcane. So you do get to... You get your full 3 out of this. You get to block for 2 and then 1 later. But even against Marionette, the instant speed prevention is really nice. You get to block 1 on like a Kiss of Death and then destroy it to prevent the flick knives hitting you with the kiss. It's like Boots doesn't seem like game breaking. I wouldn't put this on quick dodge flexor level of holy shit, we gave options to heroes that didn't have options before. But it's a good card. Like, you will see this played. The Boots of Omnis Ward, solid. Seeker's Hood, Gillet, Mitts, Leggings, we've seen all of these before. They're fine. The opt is nice, especially with Acilion Astral Bridge. I think paying the 1 resource is going to be worse than just tapping your hero. Like, you would rather tap your hero to get value, to get your damage prevention, but notably, if you have 3 Seeker's equipment equipped, for 1 blue, you get to prevent 3 damage. You can use as many as you can pay for in the same turn. You cannot use more than 1 Astral Sanctuary in the turn because they all want you to tap your hero. So if you're at 3, Acilio zaps you, and you have Hood, Gillet, Mitt, a blue keeps you alive. If you're at, if you're at 1 and Acilio zaps you, Hood, Gillet, Mitt, and a blue keep you alive. If you're at 1 and Acilio zaps you, you die. If you only have astral equipment. Like, don't let that happen. If you have only astral equipment, be sure to space it out over the course of the game so you never get punished for having for needing to use 2 pieces at the same time. But the Seeker's equipment is definitely more flexible than the Astral Sanctuary. Browbeat. 0 for 1, blue 3 block. Already makes it good and limited. This gets +1 for each card in your hand. Sure. Probably not great in limited beyond being a blue block 3. In constructed, it works with very specific heroes, like Archaea will play Browbeat. You play Browbeat from Arsenal, it is a 0 for 5 that can become, what would that be, a 10 maybe? Or like an 8, because you have to pitch to pay for it. I've seen people say that this is going to be good in Aurora because you get to like bank your Embodiment of Lightning, play Browbeat from Arsenal, and it's a blue 0 for 5 go again. That seems a little niche to me, but I'm not opposed to it. Step Between, probably very good in limited against Acilio and Ziggy. This is the first card we've seen that interacts with the stack. So while this is attacking on the stack, opponent can't play or activate instants. How do I think this fits into Lyeth? If you can Razor Reflex this, it's fine, but like, it's what, a 2-card 7 with Go Again in Lyeth? That's good, it's above rate. But if you don't have Tunic, you have to pitch a card to play the Razor Reflex. And so then you are coming in, you have 3 cards left in your hand, so yeah, it's a 2-card 7 go again. It's good. You're right, Alex. This fits into Lyeth if you can do the thing exactly. Giving this go again is going to be the harder part. Because I think Lyeth isn't playing a ton of instant auras. So you don't get to like hit them with Browbeat for 6 and then dump like Tension in the Air or something. Step Between just shuts down Acilio's defensive plays, shuts down Ziggy dropping Lord. If you can tap if you can pay and tap your hero to do the thing, you just get to eat Ziggy's entire board because of how ward works with damage prevention, which, if you don't know, if damage can't be prevented, your opponent's entire set of ward will sacrifice itself to try to stop the damage. If your opponent has a billion ward on the table and you hit them with Step Between after activating it, all billion ward will try to prevent your Step Between and then fail. So they will still take damage. I don't think this is going to be good in Classic Constructed because Aurora is the best candidate at giving this go again. At that point, just play Exude Confidence. I think this is subtle Goliath support. We needed more blues with values that scale well. I don't know Goliath well enough to say that, but I will defer to the Goliath players. If you're telling me Browbeat is good, then I believe you. Tempt Over. This card is unplayably bad in Classic Constructed. I think this is trash in CC. It is only in very specific cases that Tempt Over does something in CC, which is attacking a Fang, stealing a fealty, and then using it so they don't get it back. Or like playing it in the Vinset Mirror to take their rune chant and then spellbound creepers in the Tempt Over so that you can attack. You can use the rune chant you stole to pay for your rune gate. In Limited, this will be pretty good. For one thing, if you give it go again with an embodiment of lightning and then steal their embodiment of lightning and attack again, you get to use their embodiment. More likely what you're doing is Tempt Over, steal their lightning flow, and then use it with your hero power. So like, good in Limited, trash in CC. I wish you got to keep the aura until your opponent's end of turn. That would be much better. It's also like just weird Gooner slop, where I saw someone post on Blue Sky, like, so I don't look at Purple Discord or Twitter, so apparently there was a buzz over like drooling over this person on the chair. And this is just so like, I'm sorry, have you never seen like a fantasy book cover? This is pretty tame as far as fantasy hot woman goes. Yeah, to quote Blue Sky, Fab players need to up their standards. If you're drooling over this art, like this is, come on. Ominous Aggression. 2 cost, generic instant, target attack action card gets +2. If an aura you control is destroyed this turn, instead it gets +4. This is Pummel, sort of, without the discard text. So worse Pummel. But again, very few defense reactions in this set. So even just 2 for +2 can be good enough to eke out some wins or like push an on-hit through. But if you get +4 out of it, then yeah, this card is pretty good. She looks uncomfortably posed. That chair is definitely too big for her. Like, this is a massive chair. I feel like the drape is covering half of the back of the seat. So, like, it doesn't, at first glance, doesn't look like a giant chair. But now that I'm really taking a look at this chair is massive. She is either a small woman or sitting in a giant's chair. Ominous Excavation, 0 cost, generic instant. You may shuffle an instant card from your graveyard into your deck. If an aura you control is destroyed this turn, create a Ponder token. Good in Acilio, okay in Ziggy, bad in Aurora. In Limited, looking at Classic Constructed, good in Acilio, and I guess other heroes too. I've heard Valda players talking about being able to shuffle their Leyline back into their deck. Seems kind of niche to me. Like, if you've gotten to the point where your Leyline is gone, I feel like the game has gotten to the point where you don't super need it anymore. This looks like, it reads like anti-fatigue, but your instants need to be doing something for you for it to be anti-fatigue. Like, if you have to discard a remembrance and you get to excavate it back, sick. But your remembrances, when played, banish themselves. So you can't even, like, excavate a remembrance back in. You can chain your excavations, right? You could do the Everbloom loop, but with Ominous Excavation. That seems not good. But, you know, you can do a Gone in a Flash loop with this. Ominous Aggression and Terra seems fun. What are you shuffling back in? Brandon, you're just looping Excavations and Sage. You're just trolling people. Ominous Respite, 1 cost, generic instant, gain 2 life. If an aura you control is destroyed this turn, instant gain +3. Card's great. I think probably every hero plays this in Limited. Aurora kind of doesn't want it, but she'll play it because it's just life gain. Acilio loves it. The more I'm talking about Omens Limited, the more I'm like, so Acilio's the good one, right? Like, if you can draft any seat, you draft Acilio. Like, yeah, you just get to... You have to destroy auras, so Ziggy probably uses this the absolute best. But hey, Acilio still gets to discard it, play it, and then gain 2 life and make a Ponder. Oh my god, or if you're coming... No, sorry, Ponder is destroyed at end of turn. I'm like, or you destroy the Ponder at start of turn. No. You get to turn Titan, Gone in a Flash into a Titan's Fist that can be destroyed. Cool. Conflicting Thought, 0 for 4, 3 block. When this attacks, opt 1. Sick. You'll play it in yellow, in red and blue, and be really excited about it. And I guess you could play it in yellow and it's fine. But 0 for 4, opt 1 on attack is sick. Blue 3 block that has utility throughout the game is sick. Gain 3 because you destroy the flow. Yeah, but then you have to have the flow to destroy. Brush Off. We've seen this before. It'll probably be better this time around than it was in Outsiders. This was pretty shit in Outsiders. Ominous Aggression, not Extraction. Oh. I guess. If I'm trying to loop Gone in a Flash, I'm not playing this card in CC. This card in CC is, like, terrible. I was talking about strictly Limited. Don't play this in Classic Constructed. This card is garbo. The Premier actually worked better on me, already wanting to get next set more than this. Young Demon is sick. Was Brush Off in Rosetta? I don't even remember that. I think it'll work. This will be the best time that we've seen Brush Off, because amping is not free like it was in Rosetta. Acilio will need to hit you with arcane damage probably before being able to amp. But you're honestly probably still not playing Brush Off. Brush Off has never been good. Because you need to be dealt 3 or less damage. So if your opponent hits you with a 0 with 4 damage, you cannot Brush Off. You have to be preventing at maximum 3, 2, or 1. Brush Off is a bad card. Don't play Brush Off. You'll draft Brush Off if you just like don't have anything that kills Acilio. Anyway, so that's the set. We're drafting that one. Acilio feels like the best hero because of how well everything works with your weapon. You get to deal big arcane damage, which no one should be able to stop very well. You have an okay amount of 3 blocks in your class. But mostly just big arcane damage. Ziggy will be good because you get to play, you have the highest density of 3 blocks, and you just have big dumb attacks that will take more cards from your opponent than you will need to give in order to kill them. Aurora will be the most straightforward, but will be hurting for go again. So you will need the pumps. You'll need the 1 for 3s in Aurora. But to me, Acilio is the best one. Aurora is the straightforward one, and Ziggy just gets to do like big dumb things. So that'll probably be balanced. Aurora will beat Ziggy. Ziggy will beat Acilio. Acilio will beat Aurora, and that's your triangle. Cool. Let's talk about these ones, the expansion slots. We've seen most of these already. Most of these were spoiled. Well, we'll just brush through, go through the all of them pretty quick. Unmake the Underlings. Support for Marionette to beat Gravy. It probably doesn't make that matchup. Like, I don't think it tilts it to be Marionette favored. Marionette will still be unfavored. They need to be able to pump it. Like, this is not guaranteed to kill a Chum or a Whaler. The Gravy can still Fearless Confrontation this, because it has to hit. The nice thing about Unmake is the on-attack trigger being able to turn an ally face down. But even then, like, Marionette doesn't have a ton of pumps for stealth. Like, you can throw a bunch of pumps onto Unmake. You can Arachne ability, you can Stains it, but you're only pushing damage. There's no on-hit. I feel like you're not trying to, like, put a bunch of pumps into Unmake. You just, like, here's a 1, flip your Chum, whatever. So it's good. It's something to consider in Marionette, but it's not making Marionette favored into Gravy. Feral Instinct card is nuts. The fact that, like, Rhinar just gets to go pitch yellow, Wild Ride, send 6, go again into Feral Instinct. You just get to, like, 3-card 12 people, and it's kind of the floor. If you get, like, you can discard Agile Windup, make an Agility, Intimidate, Feral Instinct, 2-card 6, bank, go again. Like, Feral Instinct is just good. If Rhinar LLs, it's because Feral Instinct exists. Pile Driver makes Betsy better. It does not make her good. Betsy is still a bad hero that you should not expect to win your nationals with. I'm sorry, Zach. My heart goes out to you that you were being forced to play this dogshit hero, but it definitely makes Betsy better. Like, Pile Driver is a good weapon. Being able to 2-card 7 someone with an on-hit and evasion is pretty sick. Swift Pickup, just being a 0 for 3, like a head jab in Ninja, is already nice. It's support for an under-supported archetype, which LSS is clearly trying to push, and as someone who doesn't play Ninja really anymore, and especially not Katsu or Ira, I personally don't care, but I know people who are very excited about Shuriken Ninja, and Swift Pickup is one of the best pieces of support that deck has. So, like, this is a good card, and you will see it. Evasive Nagaboshi, Razor Ring, Stun Star. Speaking of Shurikens, these are all of them. The most exciting thing about the Shurikens is that they work with Prismatic Leyline, which is something that Ira and Katsu have trouble with because they don't really have blues that they want to attack with. The blues are being used to pitch, or in Katsu's case, discard to find better cards. So the fact that you can stick a Shuriken, sit on it for a bit, then play Leyline, and then just have a 1-cost 4 with, like, some text maybe, is really cool. Like, that's the most exciting thing about the Shuriken, is that they work with Prismatic Leyline. Gear Turner, I've been playing Puffin recently, card sick. This is a 1 for 5. If it hits, it's like a 1 for 10. You get to shoot you find a cog, you crank it, you shoot your gun for 2. So it's already a 1 for 7. And if you didn't already get your Puffin trigger, you probably went Puffin, destroy a gold, make a cog, Sky Skimmer, tap, give it go again, Tunic, Gear Turner, hit, find a copper cog, crank it, Puffin, draw into gun. Like, the Gear Turner just has a lot of sick lines attached to it. This screams at your opponent, block me. And the more that people play against Puffin, the more people are going to realize Gear Turner is like a mandatory block. Arcane Grasp, I'm not much of a Tekla-Vossen player, but I understand that this is just good Arcane Barrier for Tekla, who has previously been missing it. I mean, if nothing else, it's a 0-cost Evo, which is already great at instant speed. But yeah, you get AV1 out of this. You even bank a free Spell Void. Like, that's cool. I've heard bad things about Settle the Bill. I know Aurora over at Flesh and Bad is testing the card.
And I believe I've been told that it just like is awkward. It doesn't do enough for Marlin. I don't know about Riptide. Maybe it's good enough for Riptide, but like Marlin doesn't care about this card. Beck and Steel is insane. They had to change the rules to make it work. We have an attack queue now. But this is just like extra Twinning Blade. Not so much in Dorinthia, because Dory isn't really sharpening. Like, if Dory has 3 counters and then plays this, I'm like, yes, awesome, cool, reset your Dawn Blade for me. But in Hala, she has to work a little bit to get 3 counters on it. Well, 2 counters on it and then sharpen it. But yeah, and then she just gets a free attack. So this is like, what, a 0 for 6? That cheats an action point? Like, that's good. That's just solid. It's still not as good as Tarantula Toxin. Like, how many Twinning Blades does it take to make a Tarantula Toxin? But Beck and Steel is very good in Hala. Crash Site Salvage, going back to Puffin, this card is nuts for her consistency. It is just it's a yellow head jab that blocks 3, which is already great. You really want to have a copper cog in graveyard when you play the salvage so that you get a gold. But this can also scrap equipment. If you've blocked with your Tinker Rings or used your Unicycle, you can scrap that to make this a head jab. If you have a backup protocol or Megahertz, I'm blanking on the card, the one that gives go again. If you have a different item in your grave, like, you know, you're playing Boost Puffin and you have a Boom Grenade in your graveyard, you give this go again, like, that's nice. Like Rose said, we can skip Golden Skull. The most exciting thing I've heard about this card is it's a budget replacement for Riches, which, like, okay. That is cool for people who are not me, who has more income than sense. Red Lure Harpoon, great Marlin card. Blue block 3, it's another harpoon. It's another arrow. More than that, it's another harpoon. What I've heard about this card is it makes her more consistent, which is great for Marlin. It doesn't make her bad matchups better, right? This isn't making Volva into a good matchup. So overall, Marlin gets a buff out of the Red Lure Harpoon, but it's not like flipping anything. Fortitude of Anvilheim is a Guardian Warrior equipment that currently does absolutely nothing for Guardian. But it's good in Warrior, I'm told. Against Tekla-Vossen specifically. Because you get to attack with your big old weapon, they block with equipment, and then you get to bounce it. So you just reset their entire stack. What's up, Bruno? I see cards such as Shuriken, Settled Bale, and Fortitude of Anvilheim. Blessing of Aegis to support future heroes. I think Shuriken is already, like, a thing. You can do something with a Shuriken. But for the rest of them, yes, I agree with you. I mean, Fortitude of Anvilheim and Bit Off the Side, currently, like, that isn't true. Well, sorry. Fortitude and Bit do nothing for Guardian. Guardians don't care about these cards. Specific warriors care about Fortitude, but not all of them do. Axe's Warrior cares about Bit Off the Side. This card is great in Hatchets. Like, Bit Off the Side makes Hatchets, Bolton, or Dorinthia much better than they were, because if they can go 3 wide, now you have to care about 3 things. You're either giving them 3 cards to the Bit Off the Side, or you're giving them 3 cards on blocks, and that's really good. But, like, in DGA or Pleiades with Moment Maker, you are giving 1 card to take 1 card from your opponent, and that is not good. Blessing of Aegis, as Bruno said, seems like support for, like, I've been hearing people say Cleric. We're getting Cleric next set. Which I could see, because currently neither Prism or Bolton really care about gaining the life. This is maybe okay for combo Bolton, because it puts itself into Soul. You are possibly putting a different card into, like, you hit with this and then you charge a thing and you gain 2 life and put another card into your Soul, which is maybe enough to keep you alive, but you aren't, like, accelerating your combo. So this seems like support for a hero that doesn't exist yet. Draco Fire, I was really excited about this for Phi until I thought about it more. This, to me, is actively bad in Phi because you already have your Rise from the Ashes, Art of Phoenix War, that neither one works with this. You're already playing Ignite, which you kind of have to work to get the value out of in Phi. It's like really good with Emberblade specifically. One time with your boots. To me, Draco Fire is a Fang card that Syndra will play. Phi will not play this card. This is nuts in Fang before Fang is online, because you get to pitch a card, attack with your dagger, Draco Fire it up to 4, and then your next dagger is free. So like, that's cool. Syndra will play this because its fail state is head jab. You play this and then you dagger for 3. Phi doesn't care about this card. And for Syndra specifically, you care a lot about banishing 2 cards named Draco Fire, because then you get a free dagger, or you get to send 2 draconic attacks and banish this and buy back your daggers. But this is a Fang card that Syndra will play and Phi will not. Induce Panic to me seems bad. Currently we have 2 heroes that can play this, Arachne Marionette and Slippy. I don't think either one cares about a yellow 2 block that is only good defensively. I don't see what Chaos does yet beyond just being like a meme. Lion Claw Maul, I understand this is good in Lyeth. I don't think this is ever Lyeth's plan A. This is just like the fail state of you didn't draw an attack. So Maul is better than Titan's Fist because you have an on hit, which is good. But this isn't like, this is an open an archetype in Lyeth. It doesn't make Lyeth way better than he was. It's just like, cool, this is better than Titan's Fist. But ideally as Lyeth, you're never attacking with Maul. And then we have the Ziggy equipment from the Armory deck. Next aura you play this turn enters with a hollow counter, so Aphrodite support, Starfield counter makes your Aphrodite free, and you can get a lightning flow out of it, cool. And then Starfield touch, you get to attack with Aphrodite the second time. So this is very much the Aphrodite build. We have yet to see if Aphrodite is good. Iris might just be the better way to play Ziggy, who knows. Really want to do a cosplay for the Starfield suite. It does look sweet, Alex. You're right about that. I really like the halo. Yeah, it's a good looking set of equipment. Aphrodite Ziggy will play these. Iris Ziggy will not. We'll have to see which one is the good one. And that's it. That's the set. Expansion slot cards have been fire this set, for the most part. Again, the Chaos block is not good, but the rest of, and like, we have some that aren't good yet, but will be later. But like, the Puffin cards are sick. Betsy Log is good. The Marionette card is good. Like, there's some real heat in the expansion slot this time. I think this set will probably be pretty fun to draft. I personally liked Rosetta. Rosetta had this issue with, well, you just die to Arcane. So like, big spell Verdance is a thing. We're gonna have big spell Acilio here. But I think, I'm excited to draft this set. Fuck this card. We don't need playable gems. I don't want to. Don't tack a $200 price tag onto any of the Lightning heroes. That's lame. But yeah, excited to draft this set. There's certainly been worse sets that they've had, and it's nice that we. If I have to draft a set twice, I'm looking forward to this one. So thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. This actually took 2 hours. That's surprising. I thought I was either going to end early or go way over. But this was good. I hope you all enjoyed this. I don't claim to be the best player or the best theory crafter, but I like to think that I have a decent idea about how cards work. Feel free to clip any of these when, in a month from now, when we find out that I was like, anything that I said was bad is actually broken, and anything that I said was good is unplayable. I will be back on Monday, Theory Crafting Aurora, looking at Fang's list. What about the next set preview cards? Where are they? I thought they'd be here. Yeah, the Demon and the Rune Chants. It's cool. I'm excited about them. I am a big Full Metal Alchemist fan, so I have a soft spot in my heart for the 7 Deadly Sins. So cool to see them represented on Rune Chants. I don't give a shit about the Demon. It makes me realize that I am a Spike, in that you show me this Demon and I say, so this isn't playable in CC or Sage? I don't care about it. Cool flavor though. I'm excited for Demons and whatnot. Gotta go back to see your opinion on Voltaris. Every Lightning hero will play it. I hate that. It tacks $200 onto the price tag. That's lame. And I wish it wasn't there. I did refresh. Are they back now? Hey, there they are. It's these ones. Yeah, so I love the Sins. Cool Marvels. I don't give a shit about Balgor. Gate to Earthel is a card. I am looking forward to the flavor for next set. I do not care about these right now. The Usurp text would be much cooler if I hadn't seen the leak and I didn't already know what Usurp does. Usurp is cool. So there was a leak. If you've seen the leak, you know what Usurp does. I'm not going to leak it here because I'm a content creator and I hate when my shit gets leaked. If you don't know what Usurp does, give it like a week, and then you'll probably know, because you will know by the time we get to Nationals what Usurp does. The mechanic itself is fine. But yeah, just like, damn. That would have been cool if it's like, what would this possibly do? I already know. Yeah, these are cool. I don't care about this guy. Demons don't really mean anything to me from a flavor perspective. So, yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I'll be back in Aurora Monday, Theory Crafting Aurora, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. We're gonna try to make her work. We're gonna see if we can figure it out. Have a great weekend. Alex, I will see you next week. If you're going to CCS on Friday, that's the one I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to any other pre-releases. But thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed all this. I don't claim to be the best deck builder or theory crafter, but I like to think that I have ideas. But yeah, anything I was wrong about, clip it. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week. Until then, take care.